Godfather of Irish Drill. Shout out my boy, Demi TV.
It's Wave God in this motherfucker. Hey, shout my nigga Demi T though.
Got the song pop like I'm Iggy. All they talking about is last night like I'm Demi. Say you got.
Groupies donated $5. Damn Ski pulled the Michael.
Dean TV Cooler merch in the description box. Go copy, son. Click the link in the description box below and support your boy. What's up, Dean family? Dean Nature. Today we doing a weird food history, and it's called American foods that are banned in other countries. You feel me? We've been to figure out and learn what foods that's legal and not banned here, but banned in other countries. You feel me? And get into it. And if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video on all social media. Comment below what reaction you want to do next. Check out the original video in the description box below. Roll to 100K, a milli, and a billion. So click that subscribe button. Let's spread that as a family, as a nation. And no further ado, let's get into this reaction. And check out the Dean TV clothing merch also in the description box below. Go copy some Heat and Drip, you feel me? Your boy gonna be in the contest, so vote for your boy right now, you feel me?
May not hold up to scrutiny. From unsanitary practices in mass production to the addition of dangerous chemicals, countries have good reason to give the side eye to imported foods claiming to be USDA approved. That's right. This week we're talking about American foods that have been banned by other countries. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. Then leave a comment and tell us what other world food facts you would like to know more about. Now let's see how wrong the rest of the world really is.
Skittles. Then they just did a report or did say something about Skittles this year.
There have been rumors
of giving you some type of
the dangers of eating them.
Crazy
Every one
ass
of us
shit.
heard at least one classmate claim that the red ones make you sterile, and the yellow ones, they give you cancer.
Wait, what?
Turns out, it might be worse than that. First of all, your classmate wasn't wrong. The dyes known as Yellow 5 and Yellow 6 have been linked to hives and hyperactivity in children. Sweden and Norway have banned the candies out of concern. The European Union will most likely be banning Skittles at the end of the year, having already swapped out some of the dye for more natural flavors. This is because of something called titanium dioxide, which can be found making the colors pop across the rainbow. Research linked titanium dioxide to damaged DNA, which can lead to cancer. While Europe may be ahead of the Skittles awareness
and they've been
curve,
selling this to people. Bro, that's fucked up. What the hell? Bro, whoever been eating Skittles, bro, you gotta get people, rally people, and get a lawsuit on these motherfuckers. Yo, you gotta think about all how many people been buying this shit for years. I've even got this shit. I'm pretty sure some of y'all even got this shit watching this, even at home. You feel me? Like, bruh, we need a loan.
America is quickly catching up.
What the fuck?
In May of 2021, the Environmental Working Group asked the FDA to categorize titanium dioxide as toxic. And yes, before you ask, right now the FDA says it's okay to consume some of that chemical compound. You can taste the rainbow, but just in moderation. California is home to an ongoing lawsuit against Mars Inc., the parent company of Skittles. The lawsuit claims Skittles are not only toxic, but are
the fuck?
Fit for human consumption. So maybe for now, play it safe. Just go have some Swedish fish instead.
Nasty shit. Bread.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you were looking to get money you were owed for...
Tell me I gotta make my own, so I make my own bread.
Ever looked at a piece of crusty French baguette, be it in cartoon or in real life? But let's be honest, it was probably in the hands of Pepe Le Pew, and think, I can't make a sandwich with that. As great as we talk about the invention of sliced bread, a lot of European countries have actually banned much of what you'd find on America's wide grocer shelves. That's because we make a lot of our bread not just with grain, but with a variety snap packs worth of additives. Like azodicarbonamide, for example, which helps bleach flour and strengthen dough. Fun fact about azodicarbonamide, it's also used in a spectrum of industrial products, including yoga mats. Downward dogs. The European Union is really against the idea of its citizens eating yoga mat material and has banned their use in food products.
That's crazy. You even think about pork.
Pork, the other white meat, is a staple of American meats along with chicken, fish, and beef. From bacon to ham, hot dogs to pork chops. American meat eaters consume about 67 pounds of
Yeah, that's why I stopped eating this bullshit.
pig per person every year. Zooey, my heart is stopping. Don't get us wrong, other nations indulge in swine just as much, if not more, than Americans. So why doesn't the U.S. export scores of succulent bacon-bearing boars? Well, it turns out America adds a lot of chemicals during processing.
I can't eat this shit no
Ractopamine in
more like I
particular is used in many
That shit crazy. How many of y'all do eat pork?
farms to raise porkier porkers. Ractopamine, which we put a dash of in a lot of foods, has been banned in 160 countries, which all consider the drug unsafe for human consumption. This, in turn, has led to a prohibition of pork exports across the world.
What the fuck?
The EU hasn't touched the stuff since outlawing ractopamine in 2009. China and Russia have been ractopamine-less since 2013. Maybe that's because ractopamine has the same effects as an intoxicant on humans and can cause tachycardia, headaches, and muscle spasms if consumed in.
Interesting. Now it makes sense. Like, you may have these weird, like, sensations going on with you. It's because what you're eating, literally.
Large enough quantities, but it is a small price to pay for a perfect piece of the pork.
Fuck that. Chicken, oh brother.
Hygiene in America often comes down to dousing stuff in a chlorine bath and calling it FDA approved. And chicken is no exception. Pathogen reduction treatments, or PRTs, refer to the use of different chemicals to destroy harmful microbes on raw meat. Somewhere along the line, American food regulators decided a quick chlorine shot was the best way to kill salmonella and other bacteria on uncooked poultry. Chlorine marinade. And look, it's not that the EU is against taking a long gulp from the public pool now and then. In fact, the risks posed by chlorine consumption are relatively low. The bigger concern is that the chlorine baths are just an eye-burning band-aid on a larger problem. The tip of the beak, so to speak. They're worried that the PRTs are insufficient to deal with more than just the normal bacteria and don't get at a potential contamination from things like low-quality feed to unsanitary coops on farms. The EU called the chlorine rinse an easy fix, arguing no chemical rinse will ever remove all bacteria from meat heavily contaminated as a result of poor hygiene. That hurts extra to hear it from the French.
That makes sense. Yo, Mountain Dew, oh brother.
Mountain Dew is the closest any soft drink has come to being fully weaponized. But did you know in Austria and Norway, the soda is outright banned? That's because Mountain Dew's signature Chernobyl radiant hue comes from tartrazine, also known as yellow 5. And if your ADHD hasn't kicked in yet, you'll remember that color and number from the Skittles section earlier. It's been linked to headaches, hyperactivity, and the desire to be annoying to other people. Ironically, the qualities that make Mountain Dew a soda non gratis in other
countries. That's crazy. That's crazy. That makes sense. Like, if you drink Mountain Dew, it give you literally headaches. That's crazy to even think about. What the hell?
Trees is exactly what the brand promotes. A frenetic, over-caffeinated lifestyle.
Talk about we gotta watch what you drink. What the hell?
Blast.
Ain't no fucking way.
And while you might be able to find Mountain Dew in Europe, it's going to hit a little different. That's because Europe spent exactly 2 years in the 90s riding the dew before discontinuing it. What is being sold as Mountain Dew in the EU has a recipe closer to the original carbonated beverage, as created by Tennessee beverage bottlers Barney and Ollie Hartman in the 1940s. The original Mountain Dew was meant as a whiskey mixer, with a name coming from the affectionate Scottish term for moonshine. It'll tickle your innards, is what the old ads used to read. No lies detected here.
Yahoo! Mountain Dew!
Little Debbie has been providing Americans with comfort snack food since the
One
1960s.
of my favorites. I'm pretty sure some of y'all also
With their
shit.
variety of zebra cakes, star crunches, nutty bars, fudge rounds, and cosmic brownies.
Bussin'.
But their big claim to fame, as anyone who has ever had their lunch packed by a parent can attest, is the Little Debbie Swiss Rolls, a mixture of rich chocolate cake and butter creamy filling. Over 900 million cartons of Little Debbie products are shipped each year, but none of those cartons go anywhere near Austria or Norway. Blame those rascally additives, yellow 5 and red 40. Swiss rolls contain 32 milligrams of dye per product, and in those quantities, they've been shown to have an adverse effect on children. And we're not just talking about causing hyperactivity, although one study found that cutting all artificial food coloring from diets may be 1/2 as effective as prescribing kids Ritalin. And while we can't prove there's a...
So not eating Little Debbie cakes is like being off Ritalin. So eating Debbie cakes is like like you taking Ritalin. So basically, what you eating is like drugs, medicine, pills. This pharmaceutical shit, this witchcraft shit they got is crazy. Like what the fuck?
Direct connection between artificial food coloring and cancer.
They kept getting us in different ways we don't even know.
After only 3 hours.
Shit.
Exposure to these dyes could cause tumor cells to multiply way more rapidly. For that reason, researchers say a high chronic intake of food colorings throughout the entire life is not advisable. If only they weren't so delicious.
Facts.
Surprisingly, you can buy Little Debbie's Swiss rolls in the EU, but they come with warning labels advising parents of the potential dangers to kids. You know, like cigarettes.
Wow, that's crazy to think about. That's literally crazy to think about. God damn. Little Debbie? Damn. I eat Little Debbie all the time. Literally number one freaking snack that I buy. The fuck? That's crazy, folk. Crazy to think about. Bruh, comment below how y'all feeling about this so far. Like Dean family. Shit.
As we've gotten older, we've noticed our body.
Special K.
When you hear the words banned breakfast cereal, you're probably imagining one of the countless kid-focused brands of sugary morsels, like the oh-so-delicious Cookie Crisp. So you might be surprised to learn that it's actually Special K, the most boring cereal on all of the earth, that has been banned in Denmark and discouraged in the EU.
Really?
How
Why?
does the healthiest box of flakes on the shelf get banned, while stuff like Reese's Puffs and Cinnamon Toast Crunch continue to enjoy free passage? Ironically, because of its supposed health benefits. In the UK, Special K has been put on blast by the Advertising Standards Authority for exaggerating how much folic acid they pack into portions. Though it's still legal to buy in Europe, Denmark has completely banned Special K since 2004 for all its fortified vitamins and minerals. Regulators argue that Kellogg's cereal's unnaturally high levels of everything from vitamin A to zinc actually qualify Special K as a genetically modified organism.
Wow.
More specifically, Special K is small with the same artificial compounds that studies have shown to potentially pose health risks, specifically to children and pregnant women. In conclusion, you may want to stick with crunch berries. You don't need to take a transcontinental flight to visit countries that have banned American foods. Just drive up to the Canadian border, flash your passport, and sign an affidavit saying you're not smuggling any steak tartare in your trunk. Today, consuming raw meat has fallen out of fashion in the U.S., much like other foods like veal and pate, which don't make you sick but might make you sad. But while baby cow and overstuffed goose liver is illegal in parts of America now, tartare is not. See, while veal and pate may be uncool, they are also served hot. Unlike tartare, which is chopped up cold meat, straight from the cow. Undercooked or raw foods can lead to an increase in food poisoning and parasitic infections, especially in beef and poultry. But considering how fancy pants steak tartare is, Titanic food one might say, you'd think countries might look the other way and let the luxury delicacy slide. And for a long time they did. In Canada, meat has to reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit, equivalent of a medium rare steak, in order to be considered safe to serve. But those rules aren't strictly enforced. That is, until recently. In 2021, restaurant owners in New Brunswick selling steak tartare were all served cease and desist letters. Canadian public health officials had decided that amid the ongoing health crisis of COVID-19, the last thing their citizens needed was a side order of botulism.
That's fast. They trying to save their people. I fuck with them. Yo, better than the USA.
Is there anything more American than Coca-Cola?
Mm-hmm.
The fizz, the flavor,
What
the
about
former
this,
secret
cuz? What you
ingredient,
finna tell us
cocaine.
now?
Coke is basically apple pie in beverage form. And it's not just Americans who are cuckoo for Coke. Invented by a pharmacist in 1886 Georgia, Coca-Cola quickly caught on overseas. It was the World War II GI's drink of choice. Pre-pandemic, Coca-Cola had 500 brands in over 200 countries, making it the best-selling soft drink and one of the most recognizable brands of all time. But there will always be exceptions. And unlike the other entries on the list, for once, it has nothing to do with health concerns. Everybody knows that Coke is not good for you. We just decided collectively that we don't care. No, the countries that have outlawed the brand have done so because of what it represents, a symbol of the encroachment of American capitalism. From 1962 to 2011, the U.S. banned sales of Coke to Burma as part of sanctions against the military junta that ruled the country until 2011. It resumed sales in the country in 2012. Today, Coca-Cola is only unavailable in 2 countries with long-term trade embargoes with the U.S. North Korea hasn't allowed Coke since 1950, and the bubbly beverage has been banned in Cuba since Fidel Castro seized supplies in 1962. First the prequels, now Coke. Is there anything that can't be ruined by the federalization of trade taxation?
Facts.
In a twist of irony and
They just doing everything for
Cuba
us.
was actually one of the first bottlers of the beverage outside of America. Today, Cuba Cola has replaced Coke as the country's soft drink of choice, though black market
Cuba
sales
Cola.
abound. After all,
Oh,
it is the
that
birthplace
shit.
of the Cuba Libre, aka the rum and Coke.
M&M's.
M&M's, the delicious melt-in-your-mouth, not-in-your-hand snacks,
That's
were
one of
originally a
my
collaboration
favorite
between the
snacks.
Science
Candy,
Sons of the
bro.
Mars and Hershey dynasties in 1941. Like Coca-Cola, M&M's gained international fans during World War II, as American soldiers popularized the candy overseas as the chocolate that won't get your trigger finger all sticky. But you won't find the candy in Sweden, where it's banned due to a trademark conflict with a popular national candy that also features lowercase m's as its signature. When Mars introduced the candy to Sweden in 2009, a court ruled its marketing too similar to that of the Norwegian Marabous, which resemble Kit Kats. During World War I, Marabou had moved its manufacturing to its Swedish neighbors, where it received a royal warrant of appointment by the King of Sweden. And here we thought the Swiss were the chocolate snobs. Should you want to check out what the fuss is all about, Marabou's is sold in IKEA stores here in the U.S. Well, at least it's good to know that M&M's don't contain any harmful dyes or chlorine residue, right? That's a pretty important victory for hard-shelled
So
chocolate.
what's up with M&M's?
So what do you think? Which of these banned foods sounds
that
the
was
most
it?
delicious? Let us know
so
in the
it was
comments below. And what?
Okay, that was it. Cause they M&M's just saying cause they profit. That was it. Okay, that's clutch then. Okay. Hope you guys like that Dean Family D Nation. Like, comment, subscribe, and share that video on all social medias and comment below what reaction you want to do next. Check out the original video in the description box below. See you guys next time. Love you guys. I'm out.